Sean McGowan is sitting in tonight for Larry Figursky, and it's Thursday night, which of course means Beat the Pro.
Absolutely, and we're going to meet a former Tiger and Yankee who played with some of the greats in baseball when we come back this week's edition of Beat the Pro.
Like the great tradition of Michigan summers, it's fine traditional designs from Kindle at great savings now during summer sale at Klingman's of Grand Rapids, Eastbrook Mall.
Find something you want that's just out of reach? Don't worry, we'll take care of it.
When a muffler goes, some people look for a cheap replacement. Fact is, they can get a quality Midas muffler starting at $24.95. Don't believe anybody ever beats Midas.
It's the 92 7-day sellout sale at Brubaker's Housing and RV of Onaway and Houghton Lake. Brubaker's entire display of 92s must be liquidated in 7 days. Brubaker's has the largest display in the north of Patriot, sectional, and mobile homes, plus travel trailers, fifth wheels, and motorhomes, all drastically reduced for 7 days. Save up to $4,000. Bring your title, bring your trade. Complete financing available. Lowest prices guaranteed. Rush to Brubaker's 7-day sellout sale. And remember, if you can't deal with Brubaker's, you just can't deal.
Beat the Pro is brought to you by True Value Hardware Stores, Four Winds Dealers, and your Better Buick dealers of Northern Michigan.
Hello once again. Our Beat the Pro celebrity comes from the world of baseball, both pro and college. Tom Tresh made his name in the big leagues, of course, with the Yankees and the Tigers, but now he's helping young players develop as the assistant baseball coach at Central Michigan University. How does he handle a golf club? Deanna Panay will check out that in tonight's edition of Beat the Pro.
A visit to the Cadillac area wouldn't be complete until you play the Spruce Course at McGuire's Resort. It's a 6,400-yard layout designed by Bruce Matthews. The course has plenty of trees, water, and sand, yet is still very playable. We have found McGuire's to be one of the best kept secrets in northern Michigan. It has been a player favorite for about 35 years. Today, we're joined by former American League Rookie of the Year, Tom Tresh. Tom played with the New York Yankees and Detroit Tigers from 1962 till 1969. One of his greatest accomplishments was hitting a home run off Sandy Koufax in the 1963 World Series. Here's Vince Scully with the call.
It's in there for a home run. Tommy Davis never had any doubt about the ball's destination. Hasn't had much to do either. Tommy shifts into the home run jog while Koufax scores ahead of him. As Tresh comes around the tally, Koufax's shutout has suddenly vanished, and the Dodger lead has been cut to 5-2.
Tom may be remembered as a player that batted third in the famed Bronx Bomber lineup. Tom played with some of the greatest names in the game.
And had a chance to play with some awful great players, and Mickey Mantle and Roger Maris and Yogi Berra and Whitey Ford and Tony Kubek and Bobby Richardson and Clete Boyer and Elston Howard. You can just keep going on and on. And
today, Tom is both a coach for Central Michigan baseball program and an entrepreneur. He has designed a product that helps players slide better.
Actually, it's being used in the major leagues as well as in the little leagues.
So. A little bit about the hole you're facing here. What kind of club would you use, and how do you plan on approaching this shot?
I'm going to guess. Actually, we've got very strong wind here. It's going from left to right. We've got water in the front, but the water really shouldn't come into play at all. I hope it shouldn't come into play. The traps, now the biggest part of this shot is going to be starting the ball far enough left to drop it down as close as you can to the pin.
So while the former Major League Rookie of the Year trades in his baseball bat for a 9-iron, we'll take this short break.
Four Winds and OMC Cobra stern drives would like to remind you that great boating is as close as your Four Winds dealer. Be sure to stop by your local Four Winds dealer. See the complete line of OMC Cobra stern drive powered Four Winds boats. Give your family our best
At the Harbor Boat Shop, Traverse City, and at Otsego Lake Marina.
Tax people call it a year April 15th. School kids call it a year around June 1st. Everyone else calls it a year December 31st. But your Better Buick dealers are calling it a year right now. Get model year-end clearance savings, plus 3.9% GMAC financing for a full 48 months on every new Buick. or factory cash back up to $2,000. So before you call it a day, hurry to your Better Buick dealers' Call It a Year clearance before they call it over.
Whether it's work or play, you can do it with help from True Value, where you'll always find personal service and low prices. Like these handyman specials, the Stanley Neon Lever Lock Tape Rule, just $8.99. You can do it. Get a 12-piece clamp set with spring and C clamps. It's just $16.99. For personal service and low prices, bring your family to ours. You can do it with True Value.
Tom's shot will take place on the 13th hole, a par 3 measuring 140 yards. It looks like Tom has hit a nice shot. Let's see how much this strong wind affects his ball. Let's check to see how close Tom knocked it.
We got here 16.7 inches. 16.7.
On the day, we had 42 players play Beat the Pro. After all was said and done, only one player could hit a shot close enough to beat Mr. Tresh's shot. That was Judy Ford of South Haven. Her shot of 13 feet 7 inches made Judy our Beat the Pro champ for the day. Join us at Crystal Mountain Resort to see if anyone beat the shot of Detroit Tiger Hall of Famer Al Kaline next week on Beat the Pro.
Beat the Pro is brought to you by True Value Hardware Stores, Four Winds Dealers, and your Better Buick dealers of Northern Michigan.
More golf heads the other sports news of the day. The PGA Championship underway at Bellerive Country Club in St. Louis, Missouri. We'll pick it up on the 17th, where Ben Sowers has the 15-foot birdie putt. It falls to put him 4 under par with a share of the lead. He finished with a 67 back at 7. British Open champ Nick Faldo with a long birdie putt from the other side of the green. And like it had eyes, it's in the cup. Faldo finishing up at 3 under par, 68 today, up to 13. Craig Stadler battling for the lead, sinks the 6-footer to go 5 under par. He's tied for the lead with Sowers. What about defending champ John Daly? This is his highlight of the day at 15. Shows a nice touch out of the rough. That's safe par there. He finishes at 5 over on the day. We'll have more plus a leaderboard tonight on the Nightside Report. Some sad news from the world of auto racing today. Clifford Allison, the brother of racing champion Davey Allison, died in a crash this afternoon at Michigan International Speedway. 27-year-old son of former Winston Cup champion Bobby Allison crashed while practicing for Saturday's 200-mile Busch Grand National Series race. He leaves a wife and 3 children. Quick moving on to the baseball scores now. Tigers, of course, opening up a series at Texas tomorrow night. But today in the American League, Toronto over Baltimore by a 4-2 count. Texas wins at Minnesota 6-1. Angels and A's tied at 1 in the 7th. One game in the National League, that in the Queen City, where the Reds fell to the Los Angeles Dodgers 4-3. And that's sports.
2 weeks in a row, a female has beat the pro.
That's right. That's going to be an interesting final later on this year up at Boyne.
All right. Thanks a lot, John.
Thanks, John.
Well, what goes hand in hand with summer? How about a county fair?
Well, the Northwest Michigan Fair is